Live from downtown Macon, this is WGXA News at 11.
Good evening, Middle Georgia. Thanks for watching WGXA News at 11. I'm Greg Loyd. We begin this Thursday night with breaking news into the newsroom. Reports of an active shooter at a General Motors factory near Dayton, Ohio. Our sister station in Dayton says there have not been any reports of people being treated at the area's Level 1 Trauma Center, but we are awaiting to hear if other injuries are reported. Right now, there's a heavy police presence at that plant that employs around 800 people. We do know that police evacuated the building earlier tonight. This is a developing story. Follow us on air and online as we work to learn more. We turn now to the latest in the deadly mass shooting in northwest New Mexico this week. Investigators releasing new video of the attack Thursday. The 18-year-old gunman leaving 3 dead, several injured, including 2 officers, before police shoot and killed him, according to authorities. Tim Pulliam shows us how authorities responded, but we want to warn you, the video is disturbing.
Chilling police body camera video showing frantic moments as officers chase down an active shooter.
Told he's got an automatic weapon.
Farmington police arriving Monday morning to see the shooter randomly firing at people in this neighborhood in northwest New Mexico, just 15 miles south of the Colorado border. Officers confronting the suspect near a church before an intense shootout. Sergeant Rachel DeCenza's body camera shows the moment she was hit.
I'm shot!
The officer injured and is now recovering at home. Fellow officers take down the gunman.
Subject down!
Authorities identifying him as 18-year-old Farmington High School senior Bo Wilson, seen in this video walking back and forth. Investigators say he was wearing a homemade bulletproof vest, but took it off before he was shot. Police say a handwritten note was found in his pocket.
I'm very heartsick over this happening, but on the other hand, I'm just so proud of our officers and our department.
We're learning more about the 3 victims killed: Shirley Volta, Melody Ivy, and Gwendolyn Schofield, all grandmothers. Shirley's family writing she was a school nurse and was joyfully devoted to her family, friends, church, and community. The world is a better place for the 79 years she was with us. Gwendolyn and Melody, mother and daughter, both teachers, were driving together when they were shot. Their family saying Gwendolyn will continue to shape our lives with her wisdom, guidance, teachings, and memories. And Melody, who owned a preschool for 40 years, loved unconditionally to all she met.
Police say the gunman used 3 weapons during the attack and they were purchased legally. The shooter's parents say he had mental health issues. Tim Pulliam, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A Macon Superior Court judge shows no mercy to a killer who murdered 3 people and promises to keep him locked up forever. A jury found Caesar Crockett guilty on all counts against him in the murders of 3 members of his son's family in 2020. Judge Howard Sims told Crockett he deserved to die in a penitentiary for his brutal actions. Sims sentenced him to 4 life sentences, 3 for the murders and 1 for kidnapping his son after the killings. Today, the court also heard from the victims' family members.
People, really, all 3 of them had a disability. They were handicapped. And then the nerve to shoot my father twice.
Crockett also received a 20-year sentence for assaulting his son's mom during those deadly attacks. He will never be eligible for parole. What started as the search for a missing man is now a murder investigation after the discovery of a body in Crawford County this morning. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Aliko Dennis was reported missing in Macon but found dead this morning in Crawford County. Now, deputies say that Dennis was on a work assignment in Forsyth and traveled to Macon on Tuesday night. He was reported missing when he didn't return. Authorities have released few details but say his death is a homicide investigation. Tonight, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office confirms that an almost 50-year-old cold case has finally been solved, along with confirming the killer. It brings a name to a murder victim whom authorities worked for years to identify. The woman dubbed Macon's Jane Doe, now identified as Yvonne Pless. She was found 46 years ago off of Arkwright Road, and authorities say her murder was the work of prolific serial killer Samuel Little. The now deceased killer confessed in 2018 to killing 2 Macon women, Yvonne Pless in 1977 and Fredonia Smith in '82. After Little's confession, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office began working with the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council to confirm the killer's confessions matched the cases in 2019 and to identify Pless using forensic genealogy in 2022. The FBI names Little as America's most prolific serial killer. In total, he confessed to 93 murders, 8 of them were in Georgia. He began serving a double life sentence in 2014 on 3 homicide charges. Little died, though, in 2020. Bibb County Sheriff David Davis responded to the solved case, saying in part that the family members of Yvonne Pless and Fredonia Smith now have closure. He went on to add that he thinks with continued dedication, teamwork, and advancement in technology, we can bring that same closure to other awaiting families. You can read more about Samuel Little and his crimes in Macon on our website, WGXA.tv. And after 2 days of testimony, a Houston County murder suspect has pleaded guilty during jury deliberations. District Attorney William Kendall says 22-year-old Ricky Martin Jr. admits to the 2021 murder of Gregory Arnett while trying to steal Arnett's car in a Walmart parking lot on Booth Road. Martin was with a 15-year-old accomplice when Arnett was shot twice, killing him. Both are sentenced to life with the possibility of parole. New at 11 tonight, 2 former female human resource employees of the Fort Valley Bus Manufacturing Company, Bluebird, are asking the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission to investigate their own claims of racial discrimination after they say they reported instances of discrimination and sexual harassment within the company. Tonight, our Gloria Ruth Finney live in the studio after speaking with their attorney.
Greg, the 2 unnamed women have hired nationally recognized women's rights and civil rights attorney Tamara Holder. I spoke with her to learn more about the newest complaints surrounding Bluebird.
Bluebird has received recent media coverage after workers voted for a union after going on strike, seeking higher pay, more regular schedules, and better vacation and sick time. The company could be facing more issues after 2 black female HR employees are blowing their horn, alleging the company fired them after reporting discriminatory environments of labor workers. I spoke with their attorney, Tamara Holder, to ask what they observed and experienced themselves.
What kind of discrimination were they observing in the workplace?
They observed pay disparity between Black workers and non-Black workers. They observed pregnancy discrimination, where the company refused to provide accommodations to at least 2 pregnant women.
She says they also observed drug testing discriminations, testing some more than others.
When they brought them up, they were ignored.
Not only were they ignored, they were fired. And Holder says her clients say it's because they're Black.
How did the idea of race get brought into this instead of 2 women coming together to say, we're observing this, and they outed them anyways from the company?
When they saw and observed what was going on at Bluebird and went to them and said, these are the things that needed to be fixed, Bluebird ignored them and therefore retaliated against them and fired them. They believe that they were treated differently than white female workers who were in a similar position of HR.
How does that work with an at-will state like Georgia?
You cannot get away with discrimination by saying, oh, well, we're an at-will state, which is a common defense that people who don't understand about discrimination and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, they don't understand that you still can't discriminate.
But something like this could take years to see results.
So what we're doing is we're trying to find out how the company handled discrimination, if there are any other complaints. So we will be filing more complaints if more people come forward. And we're in the information gathering stage at this point. Like I said, the EEOC, they have the charges. There will be an investigation. Maybe we will settle, and maybe we will file a lawsuit.
Holder says others who say they've experienced discrimination or sexual harassment can file their own claims, as long as it took place within the past 300 days the claim is filed. I reached out to Bluebird for comment, but have not received a response. In the meantime, reporting live in the studio, Gloria Ruth Finney, WGXA News.
Thank you, Gloria Ruth. Well, we certainly saw some wet and rainy conditions, and tonight we're feeling the result, cooler temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Ryan Stinnett joins us now with a preview of Friday. Ryan, everyone is thinking about the weekend, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a much cooler evening across the area. rain, it's dissipating for the most part, but we got some nice rainfall across middle Georgia today. We're talking over 1.5 inches in Byron, Macon getting close to 1.5 inches, half an inch near Perry, and then you get much lower totals. Again, we like to call this time of year hit or miss, feast or famine. You either get a lot of rain or you do not. Looking great on our Wilson and Bryant Heating and Air Skycast network, 65 degrees, got that east-northeast wind at about 13 miles per hour, a much cooler evening, and lows tonight are going to be in the 60s for the most part, maybe even a few upper 50s in our northeastern communities, but a very comfortable night and a comfortable start to our Friday. Tomorrow will be mainly dry, but what about the weekend? I'll have that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Ryan. Milledgeville leaders promised residents they're taking action to correct the city's water problems. Now, leaders offered that message during a called meeting at City Hall today. The promise comes after repeated problems with interrupted water service in recent weeks. The city manager and engineers say they'll have a better idea of how long the project will take once they know more about the conditions of the underground infrastructure.
Of the structure are really good, so the plant itself is in good condition, but there are a lot of mechanical things that are in there, pumps and gates and valves and electronics that are out of date and need refurbishing. So those are the things that are going to have to be replaced, and that's the major cost in a plant. So you're going to have to pay almost as much as building a new plant in order to refurbish what's there.
Officials estimate the total reimbursement cost of rebuilding the city's water plant will be around $50 million. And parents in Houston County can expect to budget a little more money for their kids' school lunches and breakfast starting next year. The Houston County School District announced that schools will see their first price hike for meals since 2017. For elementary school meals, breakfast will be $2, lunches $2.75. For the middle and high schools, breakfast will cost $2 and the lunches will cost $3. The district says the price increases are required to stay in compliance with federal regulations. Almost 20 schools in the district will maintain their community eligibility provision sites, meaning all students receive free meals. But for more information on which schools will maintain free meals or how to apply for free or reduced meals, you can visit our website at WGXA.tv. Well, not once, not twice, but 3 times, the accused Pentagon leaker was warned about mishandling classified information. So why in the world did his supervisors allow him to continue this behavior?